Hey everybody, and welcome back. So it is favorites time, which is so crazy that in what is it, like 2 months we'll be doing like more like holiday type favorites, because I think that's exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into my favorites for September, now that it is October, and that's exciting because I'm gonna go to Disneyland soon, and I love when things are themed, and now that it's like themed for like Halloween, I'm excited to go and do that for the first time this year. And so let's just go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna start off with this. Okay, here I have the little tag thing. It is the Georgia Peach candle from Bath and Body Works. I bought this, the little case is so cute. It's like got little, it's kind of like vintagey almost. It's got the little like raised bubbles all over it, and I bought this just because like they, at the time they had like it was like the medium size, the 1 wick candle were on sale for like, I don't know, but they were on sale. So I bought this and a backup of the lilac one that I really like, and I wasn't sure about the scent, so I bought the medium one. And I totally forgot about it. Like I had them both wrapped up because I haven't finished the lilac one. And so I had them both wrapped up and I totally forgot. And I pulled it out the other day and I was like, oh, I want to burn this. And I am obsessed with this smell. And I'm so sad because this was kind of like a summer scent. And so obviously I can't get it now that it's fall. And I've been burning it almost like every day for the last like 2 weeks straight. And it's already like halfway gone. And I'm so sad because it smells so good. I have a tea that I make that smells almost identical to this, and so as soon as I like was burning this and it was in there, I was like, oh, I want tea. And now once I finish this, the only way I'm gonna be able to smell it is when I make that tea. It's like a peach, I think it's like peach mango, something like that. The tea is whatever. I'll go over, like, I think I want to do a tea favorites and a video coming up if anybody happens to like tea. I'm obsessed with tea, so I'll probably be doing that at some point in time. But this candle smells so good. It's not one of those artificial, like overly overpowering peach scents. It's just very like sweet, and I don't know, it makes me feel some type of way. It's so good. It makes me want to burn it right now, but I have to leave right after I film this, so there's no point. So good, so good. Can't wait till next year. I will be stocking up on that set next year because it is so good. Next, I'll just go over nail polish. This is actually a new brand. I got this in like my Ipsy bag, and I really like nail polish just in general, obviously, but I never heard about this brand. I believe it's pronounced Aila, A-I-L-A, and this is the shade Mr. Pookies, which, I mean, come on now, that name in itself is just adorable. So it's kind of a surprise when I got this and I tried it, and it's intense. Like, you could get away literally with doing 1 coat of this and you're good to go, but me just being OCD, I did put 2 coats on, and it is so pretty. I do have a photo of it. I have not put it up. I probably will be putting it up soon since I'm talking about it now, but it is just such a stunning fall shade. It's like a pretty, like, there's like a hint of like gray, really deep like plum, beige. There's probably some yellow undertones in it, but it's just a great fall nail polish color. They do have, I think there's like 25 or so different other colors, because I went on their website after because I was so intrigued and impressed by this formula. They are a little bit on the expensive side. That's the only downside, but if you're looking for something that's really opaque, this is a great company so far. I do have a couple other colors. I'm debating getting like 1 or 2 more and then doing a video, like a little mini review just talking about the brand in itself. I probably will be doing that just because like it has impressed me that much, so I'll fill you in on that in the next couple weeks or so. And then I really feel like I don't have too much this month. I felt the same way last month, so I'm kind of feeling like there's bound to be like a month coming up where there's some good stuff coming in. So just a few more things. I have been loving these 3 shades, and they happen to all be from ColourPop, so yeah. This is a great shade that can transition from like summer into fall and winter because it has that like berry undertone, and it is just the lippie pencil in the shade Freshman. This sucks, and I should have thought about this before I started talking about this right now. I'm not sure if you can still get this color. and I am so sorry if I'm mentioning it and you can't, but if you can't, I will link a similar shade that they do have still on the site for you. But this is just, it's a matte finish, I believe. No, sorry, it's a cream finish. But it's just the most gorgeous berry fuchsia shade, and it's highly pigmented like all their shades are, which is fantastic. But it's just got that like really nice wearable creamy feeling on your lips, and the color is just to die for. Like I said, I'll find something similar if it's not there. I apologize. I'm sorry. The next one, I saw this the other day. I'm pretty sure I saw this the other day. Tootsi. It's like a gray beige. In my opinion, this is like a slightly lighter version of Anastasia Sepia. So if you didn't get your hands on that before it went out of stock, because I do have it, it's right here actually, it's very similar to the Tootsi shade. So Tootsi is right here. Obviously Sepia, I'll just watch it next to it since I happen to have it with me. It is a little bit darker, but it is a very similar shade to Sepia, except for it has more of like a beige undertone versus Sepia's is more of a brown undertone. So they do look different on here, but considering the fact that this is a liquid lipstick and this is an actual lipstick, it's the closest thing if you were to go to a lipstick shade. I do believe, I don't own it, but I want to say that Melt Laced is very similar to Sepia too. So all those colors are in the same family. So if you weren't able to get Sepia, try Laced from Melt. I believe it should be very similar to these two colors. But I really like my grays and my grayish and all that stuff right now. Like I said, transition from summer to fall, and it's still you can wear those. I like those types of colors. And then the next one is the liquid lipstick in the shade Midi. This is just like a pretty nude beige shade as well. This one is actually very similar to Tootsi. I didn't notice that until I put it on right now. But it is a little bit lighter than Tootsi, so it's a step up. So you can have Sepia, and then Tootsi, and then the Midi. Midi? I don't want to tell you the wrong one. Oh my good gracious. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, don't look at this in direct sunlight because heaven only knows you'll be able to see it. But yeah, it's just a really nice wearable beige color. Those are all solid colors to transition with, and I really like the formula of these. I know that, like I said in my last video about liquid lipsticks, that some people don't like the formula of the ColourPop's ones, but I personally don't have a problem with it. I do want to go ahead and pick up some of the new colors that they just released, hopefully before they sell out. I have a problem doing that. I have a problem leaving it in my cart, and then by the time I go, it's gone. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen again. And then as for highlighters, I picked up the Artist Couture shade. I'm not the biggest fan of like liquid, or sorry, wow, powder, like loose powder forms of stuff. It's just, I don't know. But this was such a pretty color I wanted to try. It is what I'm wearing today. I did layer a little bit. I have Laura Geller's Baked Honey, or the, oh my gosh, I can't even think of it, but this is the honey one. It's the baked gelato one. It's the Illuminator, and it's not the ballerina, it's the opposite. Gilded Honey, there we go, Gilded Honey. But this is the shade Illuminati. Not sure how I feel about that name, but the shade is really, really pretty. Let me see if I can get some to pick up here on camera. It's just like a really pretty white gold shade, which is kind of why I liked it. It looks a little bit like beige-ish in the pan, but it's just like such a stunning shade. Like I barely put any of the Gilded Honey on, and it mostly is just the Artist Couture on top, and it's stunning. I really like it. It lasts all day. I wore it yesterday and it lasted me all day. My highlight was on fleek yesterday. It was so nice. And then the next shade that I've really been enjoying, obviously probably like who hasn't been enjoying this shade that has it, it's just the So Hollywood from Anastasia. Just a truly gorgeous gold shade. And for anybody, because I know sometimes it can be intimidating when you're more like fair and like on the lighter spectrum to go for gold highlighters, but I am pretty much always like the second lightest shade in majority of brands' colors, and those are that one is very gold, and it, like I don't have that one on right now, but I wear it and it's not like overpowering. It just depends on the level of highlight that you prefer to wear. If you like want something more natural, you can definitely, it just depends on how you apply it. Just don't apply quite as much and it'll be a lot more toned down. Obviously I kind of pack it on just because I like that appearance, and I do like mine to last all day because I don't have time to go and touch it up. So don't worry about that if you're more fair. And then this, technically it's one of the highlighters, and it is the shade Sunkissed from Dose of Colors. I actually don't use this as a highlighter. You definitely can. What I do is I have a big fluffy kabuki brush, and after I do my contour shade, I'll kind of just take the kabuki brush and like I swirl it in there just like once, just to get a little bit of product on there, and I kind of just pat it along where my contour line is. Obviously the brush is bigger, so it's going to come up more, and it just helps to really like blend and give you a nice like warm glow into your skin. So it kind of softens up the contour. Not that I really want it to do that, but I like the glow that it gives. But obviously you can use this as a highlighter as well. But the formula of this is really nice. When you get all those different shades of like the caramels and the browns and the golds, it just is a really good mix of colors to go on your face. And then lastly, for anything beauty or anything related, is just, I might have mentioned this before, but I just find myself going back to it again and using both. And it's just the Marc Jacobs Instamarc filter in a shade of 40. And I just really love both of these. I think it's great when you find a product where you actually enjoy like both or all the things that are in there versus just a couple. I think that makes it a lot more worth your money. I think this is like one of the darker shades, but like I said, I'm pretty fair and I use both of these. This is the contour that I have on today underneath the Sunkissed, and then I mix this yellow shade with I'm like forgetting everything, but anyway, I mix this yellow shade with the MAC Emphasize, the white powder, and I blend those under my eyes to set concealer and everything like that. And so those are just, they're really finely milled, they're buttery, they're soft, they blend like a dream. If you haven't tried that contour palette, it's great, so I would go try it. Lastly, I just want to talk to you about I think I'll stick to 3. I'll do like 3 favorite songs of the month. And let me go to what they are. I'm going to tell you about one while I'm sitting here searching for it. Okay, I think Ellie Goulding is one of my favorite singers, but it's taken her 2 years to come up with a CD, and it's coming out in November, and her song that just got released on the radio is so good. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It gets stuck in my head every single time I listen to it, and it's just, I'm obsessed with it. And it's You on My Mind by Ellie Goulding. That song is gold. Like, there's really, you just can't go wrong with that song. Okay, it's not pulling up the thing for me, but that I have been loving. And then I've really been loving X's and O's by Ellie King. It won't let me pull up this artwork so you can see it, which bothers me right now. I don't want to keep you waiting. But X's and O's by Ellie King is great. She's got this like raspiness to her voice, which is so, I don't know, it just makes me want to listen to her music more. And I guess there's so many in here. I guess I'll just talk about a couple. Levels by Nick Jonas. That song is bomb. Like, how can you not dance? Like, you be sitting in the car. I don't know. I'm not the type to generally sit still when a good song comes on in the car. I'll be moving. And I'll just pick one more. What Do You Mean, Justin Bieber. I mean, honestly, who doesn't like that song? I wasn't a fan of his last stuff that came out on that last CD. But I'm really glad that it's better now because I'm obsessed with that song. Like, a couple of my friends and myself went to Hollywood last week, and that song came on multiple times in the car, and every time we would turn it up and we'd be sitting there like singing at the top of our lungs, and like you can't help but dance to that song too. It's just so good. I feel like I hear it 5 times a day and I have got sick of it yet, so maybe that might be my favorite song this month. So who knows? But that is pretty much it for my September favorites. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon for the next video. I want to do some Halloween type stuff too this year, so look out for that. So I'll be seeing you. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.